who you are. Just say hello so I can say hello back. And if you've got any questions, put them in. Congratulations, man, on 10K. I appreciate the support, Sonata. Sorry, I'm horrendous at pronouncing names, so I do apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. If you're watching it currently, guys, let me know who you are. Let me know what country you're from as well. That'd be appreciated. And also let me know what questions you want me to answer. Yo, can you do a video on how to find winning products, like an update? Yeah, so the KG podcast, I did do a winning product course about a month, maybe 2 months ago. That, to be fair, has still got really up-to-date teachings in it. What I would say is I am going to do a new one in around about a week, 2 weeks. There's quite a lot of new things that I'm testing out myself, and I don't want to give it to you guys till I know for a fact it's working. So as soon as I know the new methods that I'm using are working really, really well, then I'm more than happy to give these out. But what I would say is I would recommend using eSniper. That is literally what I'm using to find 70% of my winning products. And every video you watch where I do the top 30 products, that is what I'm using to get those products ready in the video. There is a link in the e-commerce for Kings group in the about section. If you haven't already joined the group, go ahead and join. In the about part of the e-commerce for Kings group, there's a 14-day free trial to eSniper. Normally you only get 3 days for $1, which is a bizarre way of doing it. But make sure you go and try that out for 14 days. But I will be making an updated version of winning products and how to find them. So we're getting quite a lot of people in now. We've got 8 people. So somebody put, hi, Josephine from Italy. A massive shout out to Italy. Nice to have you in. Will you make a video about LLC formation and dropshipping business? I'm not going to be doing any legal videos that you would need a solicitor for or you'd need a lawyer for. That's not my job. My job is to teach you guys how to run and market your business. I'm not a solicitor. I'm not a qualified solicitor, so I'm not going to be talking anything about that kind of stuff. What's up, man? I'm located in the US. Nick Romero. So yeah, dude, what part of the US are you from? William said, hey man, really one of the best channels in the industry, and you're from Canada. Massive shout out to you. I appreciate the kind words. It means a lot to me. I'm really happy to hear that I've got one of the better channels out there. That is something that I strive myself on, to make sure that I give you guys the best information I can. So guys, like I said, if you've got your questions, go ahead and get them in. Yo, what's the best way to find micro influencers on IG? So the tool that I use, and I still use it till this day, is a tool, is a tool called Clout HQ. It's completely free. If you go to Clout HQ and you go to the directory section on the website, you can search for influencers on there and you can find a lot of them. So I recommend you use Clout HQ. It's still free. Use it whilst it's still free. We got somebody from Siberia. Nice. How we can get an agent in China or buy from 1688 at lower price. So before you can start using a dropshipping agent, you need to be getting at least 30 to 50 orders a week, and that's at bare minimum. And then as soon as you've got those, you can find agents from China, from places like Upwork, Fiverr, China Source Link, stuff like that. I have made a video about this. It's the best dropshipping suppliers in 2019. That video will give you them all. What if I create a single product store around a product that is supposed to be a winner but it does not work? Should I recreate the whole store again? So if you get a winning product, let's say it was a previous winning product, and then you go and make the store and it doesn't work for you, there's a few reasons why that might be the case. Number one, the Facebook bids are too high, which means if you're going in with only $5 or $10 a day, you're going to get outbidded. You're going to be sent the traffic that's already been sold to, already been frustrated with being sold to, so it's not going to work. And then that's one of the biggest reasons. The other thing could be that the market's not interested anymore and it's just nobody wants it, and they're the two biggest reasons why. Joseph put best coach. This is a private coaching. Thank you very much for the kind words saying that I'm the best coach. I really do appreciate it, guys. Got 15 people in the YouTube live stream. If you're new to the channel and you're coming to this live stream and you never heard of me before, you don't know who I am, then I would definitely recommend you like you subscribe to the channel and you go and enter the e-commerce for Kings group. Do you recommend testing with CBO or ad set budget? So at the moment, CBOs are very, very good. They are very inconsistent for me personally. Now, the reason why CBO is inconsistent is because Facebook's still working on the algorithm. Facebook's still working on getting things right. That's why they've not publicly released it permanently for everybody. So we're meant to be receiving CBOs by 2020 February. I honestly think it might get pushed back again, just because I know how, let's say, inconsistent it is. It needs a lot of work. Now, what we're doing is we're giving Facebook money to go out there and do, let's say, the testing. So we're the dummies at the moment, and I've spent a lot of money on CBOs and I get good results, but I only use them for scaling. So what I would say is just make sure that you only use CBOs for scaling, or you use CBOs to test if you're very confident with the way it works. So that's what I'm trying to say. So only do it if you're confident in CBOs. If you're not, then don't use them for testing. So let me look at some of these other ones. Any updates on reliability of ePerlo, Silk Road, etc., getting deliveries on time? So that's a very good question, James. Now, with ePerlo and Silk Road, they're basically the same thing. If you guys don't know about ePerlo, it's pretty much the same as Silk Road, the way it looks, the features you get on there, private labeling, private invoices, requesting products, everything is the same as Silk Road. Silk Road just came across and did the same thing, but with a different name. Now, the thing with ePerlo and Silk Road is, it's horrible to say this, but as soon as more than a couple of tens of thousands of people start using them, they go to crap. Like ePerlo, I don't use them anymore. A lot of my students don't use them anymore. A lot of my business affiliates don't use them anymore. Just simply because they have gone to shite. Like, it is so bad at how they are now. The delivery times are awful. The support is awful. That's not just for ePerlo. Silk Road's the same. I've heard a lot of people say to me, look, Camille, Silk Road, bad contacting. They don't get back to you. Same with ePerlo. And delivery times are awful. So me personally, when I'm testing and when I'm starting to scale and test, then I'm just using DSs at the moment, because Silk Road and ePerlo, again, it's been proven, they're just not as sustainable at the moment. Let's see what else we've got here. So I am from Santa Carla, CA, Silicon Valley. Quick question. What is the most efficient way to test new products, like from changing product on the site to ads up and running? So in Q4, Nick, what you want to do is you want to be having a Christmas store, and you want to have that now for the rest of Q4, because a Christmas store gets people in the mood to buy, and in Q4 people are in buying moods, buying habits, because they want to buy people gifts. So the key is to build a Christmas store, and I think that was my latest video on the channel. Go watch that right now, and that is the most effective way to test products and change things around. How to get started clothes branding but using AliExpress. So with clothing and AliExpress is a bit of a pain in the arse, just because AliExpress use China sizing, and this can be a very big inconvenience for you and your brand, because sizings can be out for the US and Europe. So what you need to do is you need to do a lot of due diligence before going into a clothing brand with AliExpress, just because the sizes can get very messy and you can get a lot of customers saying that things don't fit, things are baggy, things are too tight. So you need to do your due diligence. I personally wouldn't do it. What do you think of ad account got disabled? So a lot of people's ad accounts are getting disabled because they're not following Facebook's terms and conditions, pardon me, and they're not being clever enough. Like, people are doing some crazy stuff with Facebook, and I don't know how they're getting away with it. I really don't. And then they wonder why they get banned. You need to make sure that your website is up to Facebook's policy standards. That's another big thing. And you need to make sure that your ad score and your ad feedback is good as well. Now, if all of those things are a problem, or one of those things are a problem, you're eventually going to get yourself banned. So what you need to do is make sure everything's fine. Let's have a look what else we've got here. Let's have a look. Hi said, okay, hello. Let's have a look. When you make a one product and you test and product and it fails, do you delete the store and just make a new one with a new store? So what I normally do before September, I normally have a one product store. And what I do is I just change the product round. I call my one product store a generic name, a generic logo. I make the theme professional with Elon Musk. I make everything look really, really professional. I hire somebody from Fiverr to customize it. and then at the end of the day I just switch the product around if it doesn't work. It's as simple as that. It takes me around about a day or two to do, but it's just so much worth it. I'm going to start doing dropshipping in around 3 weeks. What's your top 3 advice to start? That's a really, really good question. You know, what are the top 3 advices you'd give somebody to start? Number 1, now this has been said a lot, and a lot of people might say it's the same shit that people say. Mindset is everything in dropshipping, business, and in life in general. Now, if you're not willing to lose money, and you can't get over the fact that you're going to lose money in this, and you can lose quite a bit of money, a couple of $1,000s, then don't get involved. Straight up, if you're not willing to lose a little bit of money, just don't do dropshipping. Don't even do business in general. The next thing is you need to make sure that you master this game, and as dropshipping is getting a lot harder, a lot more saturated, a lot more people are doing it, things are getting tough. Now, if you do not educate yourself on a high level, then you will be left with the amateurs and you'll be gone in the next month or two. So education is the key to dropshipping as well. And then number 3 is be consistent, keep going, and don't give up. The ones that separate the winners from the losers are the ones that just don't throw in the towel and say, you know what, I want to quit. If you just keep going, trust me, and if you keep going with the right information, the right education, you will seriously find something that will change your life. Now, it took me 10 products to find something that really went well for me. Now, imagine if I gave up on my 9th product, I wouldn't be here today. So that's just something that I want to tell you about, and I hope that wakes people up. If not using any parallel Silk Road, what should we use for testing then? Like I said, you want to be using DSs for testing. DSs use AliExpress. Now, AliExpress isn't that bad, especially if you can find a supply that ships from the United States. Shipping times take me from 10 to 15 days. Do you recommend using minimum and maximum rules ad set minimum spend in CBO campaign? No, I don't. I don't mess around with anything in terms of bid caps and stuff like with my CBOs. I just leave them as they are, 7-day click. Still worth it to open a general store, and congrats on 10K. So yeah, you want to do a general store, but not just any general store. You want to be doing a Christmas general store. And like I said, the video of the video about general stores for Christmas is on my channel. Go watch that right now. I have an outdoor store. Should I scrap it now? I wouldn't say you should scrap the outdoor store, but what you should consider doing is changing it for a Christmas store, and then you can change it back after January. But in Q4, as we speak right now, everybody should be doing a Christmas store. I know I'm pretty much the only person saying this at the moment, but seriously, no other guru is going to tell you this, but Christmas stores are the key to success. I'm not joking. Let's have a look what else we've got. What is the policy behind using branded logos, for example, Starbucks, Subway, McDonald's, etc.? Thank you. I don't know if I've interpreted your message right. I don't know if what you're trying to say is if branding's important in terms of the logos. But at the end of the day, it's all about psychology, and it's all about getting into the customer's brain and making sure that they never forget you in the industry that you're doing. But I don't know if I've interpreted your message right. Do you think emotional marketing is the key difference? Differentiate yourself in dropshipping, different industry. So emotional marketing is just a form of marketing and a form of getting a consumer to buy. It's not the only way you can get people to buy, but it definitely is a powerful way to get people to buy things from you. But like I said, it's just one of those things that you can use against the consumer to get them to buy or get them to go through your conversion funnel. But it is a good way to do things. My man is looking on point. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, dude. I've started my Xmas store. It's my first store. Should I sell in US or UK? So you should be selling for Christmas in the e-packet countries. And like I said, you can go onto Google and Google e-packet countries, and it'll give you all those e-packet countries. If you don't want to be doing e-packet, you need to be doing the top 5 countries. Camille, congrats, brother. What are your thoughts on $200 ad spend for Halloween stores starting on the 1st of October? Best strategy and platform. So for a $200 ad budget, honestly, it's quite small, and I would use YouTube ads for that, and I would do $10 a day on YouTube, and I'll be doing one video. Because with YouTube ads, you can get into retargeting after about 3 days if you do it correctly. So after 3 days, you probably spent around about $50. So if it was me, I'd do YouTube ads, honestly. And I've got a YouTube ads course on the channel, so go and watch that. Does Shopify have Christmas theme? Shopify doesn't actually have a Christmas theme, but what you can do is you can go onto the video I made about Christmas stores, and in the description of that video, I have left the best theme that you can buy for the price that is a Christmas theme. What do you think about using a general store to test products and put the winner or winners in a one product store? Very good question. Now, a lot of people do this. Now, I've had a lot of people that have found winners and then put them in a one product store, and they've just never done the same. So you can give it a go, but do bear in mind you can put the winning product in a one product store, and it can just like fizzle out and not work, because that's happened to a lot of students that I've taught in the past. Do you mentor eBay sellers for dropshipping, please? E.g., find suppliers in the UK, correct tool to use for automating lists and etc. So the company that I own, e-commerce mentoring, it doesn't actually teach anybody in eBay at the moment. I'm looking to bring eBay experts into the company. But if you're looking for suppliers in the UK, if you're looking for email marketing, then we can provide that, because I know all the suppliers in the UK, and I also know how to do email marketing. So if you need just those two things doing, we can help you with that. But if it's about running an eBay dropshipping store, that's something that I personally can't advise you on. What is a good tip? A good tip is just to never give up. Seriously, I know it's going to be one that you're probably thinking, well, everybody says that. But seriously, just never giving up is a good tip. If you look at me as an example, I'm somebody who left school with no grades. I can prove it. I can get the piece of paper out and show you guys. I got no grades to my name. I come from a very humble background. I've never got anything handed down to me. When I started my business, I used my money I had from leaving my job. And everybody thought I would never get anywhere. My parents didn't want to tell it me, but they knew that they thought I was never going to succeed in this. My brother always thought I would never do anything great with this. A lot of people didn't think I would do much with business, and I've proven them all wrong. So the key is to prove people wrong and just keep going. Thank you for the answer, and congratulations on 10K. No worries, it's a pleasure. So if you're adding like multiple questions in the chat, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for, if you've already asked like one or two questions, I'm going to skip you and move on to somebody else that already hasn't had a question answered. Also, could you please share your guy from Fiverr building custom stores? So if you want me to share that guy for custom stores for Fiverr, message me on Facebook and I'll send him to you. Let's have a look. Alongside with a Christmas store, which other store will work in Q4? Honestly, I'm not even going to answer that. Just a Christmas store. Trust me on this one. Just build a Christmas store. I can't say it more than that. Or if you've got a one product store that is super, super branded for that product, then it will work well. But if it's just any generic general store or any generic one product store or niche store, it's a bit of a hit and miss. Hi Camille, I made a Halloween store for Belgium and Netherlands in the language. Should I made it in English, drop ship to the US and the UK, Australia? Thanks, brother. So with Halloween, you want to make your store in English, and you're going to want to target, now this is a massive tip that I'm going to give you. You want to Google the top Halloween countries that celebrate Halloween, and you want to actually target to those countries. So that's something that I do. I Google top celebrating countries for Halloween, and then I just target those. But yes, I'm doing it in English. How to get fast shipping? So Alex, the only way you can really get fast shipping is by bulk fulfilling or agents. To start with, at the moment, the only consistent supplier there is AliExpress, if you can find one with US suppliers. ePerlo, Silk Road. As soon as everybody jumps on the bandwagon and starts using them, the delivery times gets even worse than AliExpress, so bear that in mind. Let's have a look. Congrats, brother, on 10K. I appreciate it, man. I really do. It means a lot. Do we need a company and have a business PayPal and a business payment at the beginning? I'm not a tax or an accountant or solicitor, but what I understand in the UK, now again, I'm from the UK, things are different. You can start as a sole practitioner, and then as soon as you get to around about £25,000, it makes sense to start a limited company or an LLC, but you can start as a sole practitioner. Now, as soon as you get to $1,000, this is what I tell everybody, you're going to want to create a corporated business like an LLC or an LTD, and you are going to want a business bank account and a business PayPal account, just because that way you won't get limits, and that way you're just more efficient with the money and the cash flow. Thoughts on selling phone cases with the launch of the iPhone 11? So this is a good question. I've had this question quite often now. The iPhone 11 is obviously a great new phone that's come out, and unfortunately, you should have sold iPhone cases 2-3 weeks before iPhone 11s even came out. Normally, there's leaks that come out because when companies want to register new products like Apple, they have to make patents, they have to send them off to companies that approve them, so you can already find out what Apple's going to make before they release it. Now you want to be selling the cases at that time, or at least a week after the product's been launched. If you're going too late, like now, it's been launched for about, I think, a week, 2 weeks now, it gets a little bit too saturated and the competition's too much on it, and the bids and the costs are just too high. It's not worth it. I sell adult products but can't advertise on Facebook. Where can I buy traffic? So for adult products, you can use adult websites, and you can advertise on adult websites, and that's probably what I'd recommend. Congrats. What is the timeline to stop doing advertising for Christmas? So depending on your supplier, I normally start advertising for Christmas in the first week of December. Then I call it a day. The first 3-4 months are the hardest in business, right? I wouldn't say the first 3-4 months are the hardest, but I would say the start is the hardest. And then as soon as you start making money, I always say it to people, when you make more money, you get more problems. And in terms of more problems, is in like, you have cash flow problems, you have scaling problems, you have refund problems, because the more money you're making, you must be selling more products, which means more liability. So in my opinion, the more money you make, to be honest with you, the harder it actually gets. But that's not to put you off. As long as you've got a team in place, you've got VAs in place, you educate yourself, then you're going to be fine. Congrats. What the timeline? Okay, I've answered that. Is it okay to only target US, or are you losing out too much? So the US used to be the best country to target, but funny enough, for the past 3 months, the UK for my products have just outperformed every other country. So it's down to you, really. Honestly, I think you'll be losing a lot of money on the table. If I use DSs, isn't it a bulk order app? So yeah, DSs, you can bulk fulfill orders, but you can actually manually fulfill one at a time if you really wanted to. It gives you the option. Finally got established as a good seller on PayPal. Is it a bad idea to use same PayPal on a new store? It's down to you, but just make sure that when PayPal ask what is your business, make sure you give them the same like detail you gave them for the other store. If you give them two different like definitions of what your business is for two different stores, then things can get messy. The Christmas theme is incredible. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah, the Christmas theme is incredible. If you want a Christmas store and you want that theme, just go to that Christmas video and just go in the description and get the theme. It's only $39. It's got all the paid apps you're going to need in that theme. It's got a snow effect. It's got Christmas countdown timers. These are all apps you normally have to pay separately for $10 a month. So it's just a bargain. Bro, what do you think more profitable when starting dropshipping, ClickFunnels or Shopify? Now, I know a lot of people are doing ClickFunnels dropshipping, and me personally, I'm against ClickFunnels dropshipping in my opinion. Now, again, this is my opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. ClickFunnels, I use ClickFunnels for service-based companies, and I use them for software companies. Now, I work with a lot of companies that sell software and services, and I get them to use ClickFunnels, but for e-commerce selling products, unless you're selling things that are ridiculously expensive, then ClickFunnels can become a alternative to use. But if you're selling products under, let's say, $500, Shopify one product store is more than fine. ClickFunnels is way too expensive if you're just selling products under $500. That's my opinion on it. What else have we got here? I use Facebook ads. Should I go for Google ads and YouTube ads? Which would be the most profitable? Thank you, brother. So in Q4, you seriously want to be doing either Google ads or you want to be doing YouTube ads, just because they're less competitive. Especially YouTube ads, they're less competitive, which means your cost per result is going to be a lot cheaper. Only use Facebook if you are certain you know how to use Facebook as an expert. If you're not an expert in Facebook ads, Facebook can get quite messy in Q4 for you. Should I also take care of SEO of my website? It does not matter much. So you only need to worry about SEO if you're doing a niche store and a long-term niche. If not, then SEO is irrelevant, because SEO can take months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months for anything to really happen for you, especially based on the niche and the search volume you're going for. What do you think about using Alibaba supplies instead of AliExpress? You can use Alibaba supplies, but as long as they offer a one product fulfillment where you don't have to buy it in bulk, which is normally on Alibaba, the lowest they offer is 10 products at a time, which is obviously more than the one. Can you make video about YouTube ads? I've already made a video on YouTube ads, so you're going to want to go and watch that. I'm also going to be adding to YouTube ads again in the future, but I've already pretty much made a video about it. Thanks a lot, but wouldn't YouTube require high quality videos? Yeah, so YouTube, you don't have to use high quality videos. You can just use your basic videos. But if it was me and how I do my YouTube ads, I do really good high quality videos at 2K or 4K. Just because YouTube, people that go on YouTube to obviously watch on YouTube and interact on YouTube, they're already seeing content that's really high. So if your content doesn't match their expectations or what they're currently used to, then it can get quite the metrics can get quite bad for you. Hey, any future for a full online training course in the near future? So James, at the moment, I don't really want to be releasing a course or an online training program, just because I know with a course and online training, it can get outdated overnight. I know that with an online course, it's very generic, and with an online course, you can't give somebody that one-to-one attention, which in my opinion is the biggest thing when it comes to teaching. So at the moment, I've got a company called E-commerce Mentor, and it's where we mentor people that are in e-commerce and dropshipping, and that's where I'm taking in terms of teaching forward. I'm trying to build a company that really does deliver on mentoring, which is one-on-one, getting taught every other day on a daily basis. That's where I'm going for in the learning part, because there's nobody else in e-commerce in terms of dropshipping that offer that service. There's people that offer mentoring, but it's like they give you 4 hours with a few videos for ridiculous amounts of money. What we're providing at the company is actual one-to-one mentoring every other day for a good half an hour and a half, and that's what people want. So at the moment, that's what I'm going for at the moment. Thank you. How can I connect you for the emails you mentioned regarding selling for eBay? So what you can do is you can reach out to me on my website. You can just put into the URL ecommercementoring.com. It's e-commercementoring.com, and you can just contact me through there on the contact page. Where can I find and attend your courses? So KSN, I don't offer any courses. I don't offer any paid courses. I offer my YouTube channel, which is completely free. You can go ahead and use my YouTube channel. If you want one-to-one teaching, you can either book a consultation call with me on my website, e-commerce mentoring, or you can apply for a mentorship. And that's the two ways we can learn. I can teach you personally. Is to check out a reliable payment provider. 2Checkout is a reliable payment method. They've been around for decades, so they are very, very good. One product with only one product. Yep, that's right. You recommend using AliExpress third party? I use 2Checkout. They're a real payment provider, not like Stripe or PayPal. Yeah, 2Checkout are very good. What do you prefer? USE, a dropshipping agent, or do you use ePerlo? I use an agent as soon as I start getting 50 to 100 orders a week. Do you anytime low cost feeder than you penalty ads? So yeah, there's some times where I do receive a low ad score on my ads. So what I normally do is I actually send those customers emails. As soon as I know my ad score is going under 3, I send customers an email saying, if you give me a good ad score review, I will give you $5 back on your order. Now, I won't do that for every customer, but I'll do that on the next 10 to 15 customers to get my score back up. So that's a massive golden nugget I've given you for completely free that gurus are doing as we speak, and they don't even put that information in their courses. I'm giving you something that can keep you guys going. So if you appreciate the value I'm giving you like that, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share this with people, because I would appreciate it. Can you link to me your Facebook page? So the Facebook page is e-commerce mentoring. It's a verified page. So as soon as you get there, it should have a grey tick. It's a verified page. Let's have a look. Can you compare dropshipping to Amazon FBA, pros and cons? So that's a very, very good question. Can I compare Amazon to dropshipping, Shopify dropshipping? I'm actually having a blog made as we speak about eBay versus Amazon versus Shopify, and that's going to get released in the next 3 to 5 days. So make sure that you add your email to the e-commerce mentoring site, because on the e-commerce mentoring site there's a dropshipping e-commerce blog, and if you add your email to us, then we'll email you when that blog is released about Amazon versus Shopify versus eBay. So go ahead and do that. Trying to decide which of them to do. Hey Camille, love seeing how your channel is growing. Oh sugar, this has just jumped. Cheers bro, I appreciate it. When selling in unsaturated markets, do you need to use PayPal or use cards that are used in the country? Now I know a lot of people are against PayPal because they can be quite hard to work with, but you have to understand that PayPal dominates 70% of the online payment. So if you don't offer PayPal, you're leaving a load of money on the table, and as long as you're adding tracking numbers to your PayPal transactions, PayPal's, pardon me, pretty much fine. They only get messy if you're putting hundreds of thousands through PayPal. And obviously once you start putting that kind of money through PayPal, they need to regulate it, because obviously they want to make sure that the money's not fraud, it's not you trying to clean the money. So they have to do a lot of due diligence when you're starting to make that kind of money. So do bear in mind, they're just trying to regulate it so they don't get in trouble. I'm interested in getting into your mentoring program. How should I go about it? So if you're interested in the mentoring program, you need to go to the e-commerce mentoring site. You need to go to the mentoring section and you need to apply. And if your application is successful, then what will happen is one of my colleagues will contact you based on your application, if it's approved or not. Any video on Google Ads? So yes, I do have a video on Google Ads, and I will be bringing some more videos on the channel about Google Shopping and Google Display Ads, so keep out for those. Is there a way to get around ads not getting approved for focusing on person's body? Now, there are ways to get around this, but I don't recommend doing so, because eventually, as soon as your ad gets flagged for human review, as soon as a human reviews it, they're going to block it. And what they can do is actually block your URL too, so I don't recommend doing that. What do you think about POD personalization? Do you think you can make a video about it? So PODs are really good, print on demand. I've already made a video about Printify, and I actually go in on that video of me reviewing Printify. I go into, I keep repeating my words, what it's like to use POD, how to do POD, pros and cons of POD. So go and watch that. How did you meet your dropshipping partners? So I've been in Ecom now for 4 years, back in 2016, like right at the start. I think it was at the start of the end of 2015, like I think it was like December time. And I've been in the industry for a while now. I'm quite well known in the UK for Ecom. And I've just built my network, and I'm around some really good people. So that's basically how I've worked. And I network, I go to a lot of network meetings. I get invited to a lot of network meetings. So this is what I recommend, actually, a massive tip for you guys right now. For those that are watching this, you're in for a treat. There's an app called Meetup. Let me see if I can get this on my phone. You should see it here. You should see an app there called Meetup. Now, this is an app that I used when I started dropshipping, and what that app does is you get to find people in your local area that are doing the same things as you. So if you're looking for somebody that's doing dropshipping around you, then what you can do is you can meet people on that app called Meetup, and there could be groups in your local area of 10 people that meet up on every Friday to talk about dropshipping. So I definitely recommend you get Meetup. It's a completely free app, and you network on there and meet people, but that's what I used to start on. Damn, can you repeat the website he said for the mentor, and someone put a link? So what I'll do for you guys is I'm going to put a link to the mentoring in the chat. So bear me 1 second. Bear me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to put this link in because people keep asking for it. I might have to put it as a bit.ly link because YouTube might block it as spam. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to get this made. Okay. Ecom mentoring. Cool. So I'm going to put that in the live chat right now. So you should see the link in the chat as we speak. It should be in there. Let's see what's going on now. How's your Halloween store going? So my Halloween store is going really, really well for me personally, because I've been doing this now for the last 3 years. I've got a lot of pixel data based on Halloween. So I've got about 4 pixels, and one of those pixels is my Halloween pixel, and I've got a lot of data on there, so I go straight into lookalike. So I do really, really well every Halloween. So like I said, Halloween's a long-term kind of thing. You have to build your Halloween pixel every year, and after about 2 years, you can make some really, really good money. Anyways, to get the themes for cheaper, like resellers, I don't recommend doing that. What else have we got here? Anyway, start with one product store. Yeah, you want to start with a one product store between the months of January and September. After September, you want to build a Christmas store. And like I said, there's a video on my YouTube channel doing that. Is it hard to find a personal agent? It's not hard to find a personal agent. Go watch my video on best dropshipping suppliers in 2019. Skip the video to like 15 minutes in, and I'll go on about how to find them. What do you think would be motivated, especially at the beginning when you are not profitable? So with dropshipping, it used to be you had to lose like $50 to $100 to get the data, then to make money. But now the loss you need to make is getting bigger and bigger. So it used to be $50 to $100 when I started, but now it's around about $150 to like $400 before you can start getting the data to then make money. So but basically as time goes on, marketing platforms get more expensive. You're gonna have to lose more money to then make money. But the motivation is just think about what could be on the other side if you would just carry on and you don't give up. Like, you have to think of it like that. Imagine what could happen if you didn't give up or throw the towel in. But do watch my video on what metrics matter in dropshipping. That will save you wasting a lot of money and wasting time on products. Let's have a look what else we've got. Hi Camille, I just want to say thank you on your transparent you are, care of your audience, you're changing people's lives, you deserve more subscribers, thank you sir. So that was a very, very beautiful message. I really do appreciate the kind words. I'm very glad that you guys see me as a transparent person. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I'm not here to put anything to you guys that are going to damage you. I try my hardest to give you guys the most best information. It's funny you say that because I get a lot of gurus that message me saying, Cam, the videos you put out are too good, you need to put them in a course, and I tell them to go away because I'm not willing to do that. You do the videos with a DSLR or with website desktop webcam. So at the moment I'm using my MacBook Pro 2019 15-inch webcam. It's on quite a low resolution. It's on 2080 something because I tried it at 1080p, but the frame rate was just really bad because my Wi-Fi isn't good enough. So that's that. The shop might look empty and amateur with just one product, right? Please elaborate, King. No, because if you do the one product store correctly with the Elon Musk theme, now have a look at the Elon Musk theme. If you go to the one product store video I made about the blueprint and look at the theme that I put in the description of that video, then you can see how a one product store can actually look more professional than any other store. Instagram influencers still work or not? So Instagram influencers still work, but they're just a lot harder to work with, and the success rate is a lot harder. Now the reason why this is the case is because if an influencer has been an influencer for, let's say, 6 months, and they've done a lot of paid promotion in that time period, they become very saturated, and then working with them just isn't worth it. So the key to influencers is to find ones that are new, but they still have a good engagement, they still have a good following, but they're new to influencers as being an influencer, and they're new to doing paid promotions. If you can find people that are doing that, now the best way to do that is find influencers and ask them how many paid promotions have you done in the past. If they say they've done 50, then that's not a great sign. Thank you for your kind heart, sir. No worries, it is a pleasure. Bro, thank you so much. God bless and salam, bro. I love it when I see brothers who are successful, mashallah. Inshallah, brother. What type of campaign do you run, traffic or conversion? I go straight into conversion, guys. I used to do traffic, but I just go straight into conversions now. Does this live still work for y'all? The live stream should be working, guys. It might have glitched out a little bit whilst I went and put the comment in and about the mentoring, but do bear in mind, after that, it should go back to normal. Did it pause for anybody else? Yeah, the live stream could have paused, guys, because I had to go to the website to copy and paste the link in, so that could have interfered with the connection. But if you are interested about the mentoring, guys, the link is also in the video description, so go check that out. On average, how many store visits you get before the first sale? So I normally get 150 store visits to around about 200 before I get my first sale. Do you still use AliExpress? Yes, I use AliExpress for testing, and I use DSs as the fulfillment and the importing. Have you heard about Silk Road? Yes, I've heard about Silk Road. Silk Road is basically like ePerlo, but with a different company name. And again, the same with all of these companies. As soon as everybody jumps on the bandwagon, everybody starts using them, they become saturated, they become overdone, they can't regulate them because it's too much and it goes to crap. When doing CBOs, is it a bad idea to include audiences with different sizes, let's say 1 million, 5 million, 10 million? No, the key to CBOs is variation. That with CBOs, you need to give Facebook variation. If you don't give Facebook variation with CBO, then they won't work properly. How long does it take you to get verified on AliExpress? I have orders and they won't let me place. That question I can't answer because it depends on so many different things. Best strategy for IG influencers on Q4. As I said, you want to be working with micro influencers and you want to pay them on a commission, and you want to say, look, you're new to influencer marketing. I'm happy to partner my brand with you and I'll give you 40% of the commission. That's what I do. Too late for Halloween store. You've got around about 2 days to get a store made if you want to do Halloween. I would recommend just focusing on a Christmas store for now, to be honest with you. Tips for targeting. There's a tool that I use called Nerdy Interest tool, and that's completely free, and that gives you interest suggestions. If I find a proven product, can I just remodel what they're doing, or is it something I have to be different? So with finding a winning product, now back when I started, or maybe 2 years ago, you could literally copy the website word for word. You could copy the video, you could copy the ad copy, and it would be fine. In 2019, if there's any form of copying, Facebook will flag that and they will just put a massive reach drop on your ads and they won't get seen by people. So I honestly think, yes, finding something that's already working is key, but don't just copy it like for like because you will ruin the reach potential, and Facebook can actually ban you for doing it too. I've watched, what do you think about domestic fitness niche? The fitness niche is just super saturated at the moment. It's a good niche, but it requires a lot of money. I've watched for a while gurus in dropshipping, and I'm really glad I found your channel. I'm just starting to learn, and I feel like I got a lot of value from your videos. Very, very happy to hear so, and I'm very happy that you found me, and welcome to the family too. How much do you earn? More than 100K? I earn 6 figures a year. That's not in revenue, that's in profit. I earn 6 figures. I earn a good amount of money. So I'm very, very grateful for the success I've had. But yeah, is it too late to start a Halloween store? Yeah, if you wanted to do a Halloween store, you should have started around about 2 weeks ago. You've got about 2 days to get things up and running, but if you're not willing to start it now, too late. How do you handle packaging from AliExpress to your clients? Does it say ship from China or not? Now, when you're using AliExpress, if you're using DSs, they already get a message telling them not to add that kind of stuff in the package, but you should always contact the supplier and tell them not to anyway. How to make contract with IG influencer with just email. Now, I don't use just email. I use a company called PandaDoc to make the contract because it's actually a binding legal contract. So that way, if they do not do it, then I'll just sue them. Why ad not approved for focusing on person body? How can I get around this? Unfortunately, Facebook don't want nudity anymore. Facebook's going on some crazy thing. I don't understand Facebook. Like, they're just bonkers. I don't know who decided this, but you can't get around it. And if you do get around it, when human review comes around for you, then you're going to get yourself shot. So don't do it. What do you do in Facebook ads? Have I been excellent CTR? What few added carts and sales I have? Paid theme and nothing spammy on my product descriptions. I have tried several products of the same outcome. So yeah, when you do this and you get good CTRs, you get add to carts and you get a few sales, but it dies out, then what it just means is either you're going for products that are just like overdone, like you're selling to the market that's already been sold to, and you can just get a few people out of the ad pocket, but it'll just die out. Seriously, I suggest just going for products that people haven't really gone for in the past. If you can do that, trust me, this problem isn't an issue. What app do you use instead of eProlo again? I use something called DSers, DSERS. You're the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Can you put this on replay? This will automatically go on replay, guys. So it should get uploaded and rendered within about half an hour because it is going to be quite a long video. How much would you say you need to spend before seeing purchase on YouTube ads? So you need to spend around about $50 before you're going to see any form of purchase on YouTube. Around about 50, guys. It can go from 30 to 50. Me personally, it's around about 30 to 50. But that's based on what I know and how I've got very good at YouTube ads. I hope everybody's taking value from the video. If you're taking value from the live stream, let me know. That would be appreciated, guys. Based off 20-day, correct. Yeah, that is right, 20-day. How general is your Halloween store? Dude, it's pretty much just a general store. It's got everything on there. Masks, costumes, you name it. Lanterns, hats, everything. So thank you for the great videos you put out. So much. Keep it up. Much love from the US. I appreciate it, dude. It means a lot to me. I'm glad I caught the live stream. Greetings from SoCal. It's a pleasure to meet you guys that have just come into the live stream. I decided to do, because I was originally going to do the live stream at 7 my time, but I realized for a lot of people that follow me on YouTube, that's too early and they might be at work. So I thought I'd do it late, which is like 10:30 now. That way majority of people can come and watch on the live stream. How much does the mentoring cost now? Prices are not disclosed until you fill out an application form, because with the mentoring, to me, it's not about how much you can pay. It's about if you're going to be a good fit for the company, because at the end of the day, it's all good working with people, but if they're people that we can't work with based on their mindset or they want to get rich quick scheme, then we don't want to work with them. Now, my best students will come from people that are mentally prepared for it. So at the end of the day, we care more about the person than the money. So if you want to do mentor and fill out an application form, if we think your application meets our requirements in terms of what you've put, then we will go into pricing. Is Pandadoc a paid service? It is a paid service. They do offer a 14-day free trial, I think. Why should anyone create same Christmas stores? Does not a small normal store still work? Normal stores still work, but you've got to understand that consumers at Christmas time are in a very festive spirit, because Christmas is a very festival spirit. It's one of the biggest ones that people get in the mood for. So if you can just emphasize it with a store, it's like when you walk into a store at Christmas, it's got Christmas trees, it's got lightings, it really gets you in the mood. So if you can put the same example in somebody's face on an online store, you can replicate the success of, wow, that's amazing. What camera you use? So I'm using my MacBook Pro 15-inch 2019 camera, and like I said, it's on one of the lowest settings at the moment. It's only on like 780 because of the streaming. But the MacBook Pro 2019 is a beast. So if you want a laptop and you've got the money, get it. Do you run individual ads for each product, or do you just run a few? So I run two to three products every time I do a Halloween store, and then whichever one works the best, I scale it out. I have an IG meme page which has 15 days old and it hit 2K active followers. When should I start advertising my own products? I would wait till at least 1 month, because if you start selling to your audience straight away, they might just think that you just did things to make money from them. So just give it a little bit of time. CBO is crazy expensive at the moment. Spent 40 and got 100 visitors. Yeah, dude, CBOs are expensive because people are using them a lot now. CBOs can be expensive based on what you've used and interests and placements. So that's another thing to consider. Is it good to start with a general store in 2019 and still drawn down to a niche? So what you should do is you should do a general store in Q4 from the months of September to the month of January, and you should do a general Christmas store. That's the key. Any tips for new dropshippers starting out in Q4? Biggest tip, build a Christmas store. Make your store look crazy festival. Make it look beautiful. Get it people in the Christmas mood. Same with your ads. Same with your video ads. That is the key, dude. Hello, and test 2-3 products at a time. Hello, so happy to be here. I love your channel. So how do you find agents, please? As I said before, go watch my video on the best dropshipping suppliers. That video will show you the best agents, what questions to ask them, where to find them too. Can you still make money off LED purge masks? The LED purge masks are way too saturated now, guys. Bids are way too high. Ad pockets are way too saturated. Don't do it. How do you invest your money? Now, I personally invest my money into the businesses. So every business that I run, I just reinvest the cash flow back into it. Now, I don't do any stocks or anything yet because personally, it's not my thing. I want to get into property investments, but at the moment, I need to keep investing into my companies because they're not in a position yet where they make enough cash flow to keep investing into properties. And as properties are the most expensive investment, I need to be making a decent amount of cash flow from my businesses, which I do, but it's just nowhere near enough to keep the properties that I want to invest in at a good rate. How many hours do you work a day? So I work around about 5 to 12 hours a day. And funny enough, although I could only, to be fair, I could if I wanted to just work 3 to 4 hours a day, even less. But with me, I treat every day like I'm gonna, like, it sounds bad, but I treat every day like I'm gonna die tomorrow. That way I make sure that I make the most of every single day. General stores still work for China, and they are from China. Their store is aged 2 months. General stores can work, guys. I'm not saying they can't, but in my opinion, I've taught people from general stores, niche stores, and the one product store format and the Christmas store format has always worked best for people. Is it possible to use lookalike audiences in general stores? You can use lookalike audiences in general stores, but you can only do it for the product that you got the data for. You can't be doing catalog lookalike audiences. It won't work. Can I make $1,000 in sales with PayPal only? Dude, you can make literally tens of thousands with just PayPal. Is home improvement a good niche? Yeah, it's a good niche. Very good niche. What do you do about more hustlers if you have Christmas general stores? Isn't that a problem? No, it's not a problem because if you've got multiple suppliers, then it just means that they're going to arrive packages at different times, and that's not a problem. As long as the delivery times are pretty much the same, 10 to 15, 20 days, you're fine. Look at Amazon, for example. I order things from Amazon Prime and I receive things in different packages. It's not a big deal. How do you tell me if a product is saturated? I've seen people scaling products that I've thought were saturated. So I don't go near products that I've got over 20,000 orders on AliExpress, and I don't go near products that I've had over 10 million views in total on Facebook. What do you think of fluffy pet beds? Are they too saturated? Yeah, so that cat bed is done, man. Like, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. So do you recommend starting a Christmas store now and then close it after Christmas? Yeah, do a Christmas store now and close it in January. Please, I need best target of kitchen, please. Use Nerdy Interest Solutions. That will give you them. Any tips for creating great copywriting? The key to copywriting is understanding your target market, understanding what triggers them, and then just putting it into writing. I missed the LED purge mask question. Can you answer it again? It was too late. The LED purge mask is just too saturated, dude. It's not worth doing it. What do you think of posture corrector for kids? I want to make this one product store. Yeah, the posture corrector for kids is a good store. It's not as saturated as the actual posture corrector, but it could be a hit and miss. I can't guarantee anything with it. Can you make a video about where to talk about all 4 quarters of the year and which store is good for specific quarters, just like Q4 is Christmas? Yo, that is actually a really good point. And I'm actually going to write that down in my phone right now because that actual, you putting that in the comment sections made me think. So, best store per quarter. That is actually a really good video suggestion. So I'm going to actually get that in the mix soon. I'll probably get that done for January. But that is actually a really good video suggestion. If you guys have got any video suggestions as well, please let me know, because at the moment it's quite hard to think of things. When to quit your day job. So I can't really tell you when to quit your day job, but I suggest quitting your day job if it was me as soon as like the money replaces your full-time income, or pretty much the money you need to live. So as long as the money can replace your mortgage, your rent, whatever, then maybe quit your job, because that way you can invest all your time into sorry, I'm reading all the comments, into the business full time. So that's what I'd recommend, quitting the job as soon as you can then replace your income, because that way you can invest all your time and effort into the company. How much product should I test in average to find winners? In Christmas time, you should be testing 2 to 3. How do you do product research now? Any tool or AliExpress or Facebook only? So I use eSniper, and I literally just use those guys. It's just convenient. It's always updated, and I find winners on there every single day. So if you want, there's a 14-day free trial to eSniper on the Facebook group, and in my every video on YouTube, I leave the 14-day free trial to eSniper as well. Can you make a video talking about Indigo and Kickstarter? I'll think about it. How much product should I test in average to find a winner? General or one product store? Q4, general, Christmas store, Christmas shop, first sales, aiming start in November. Yeah, November could be a little bit late. You really want your Christmas store ready for around about like mid-October. Best Halloween products right now. I made a video based on the best Halloween products. So have a look at that. That was my last video, the best Halloween products. Check that out. Always start your lookalikes with video views. How many people do you need to make one strong enough? Now, I'm going to say this, and it's going to probably shock a lot of people that are watching this, but I actually don't really like doing video views. I just like doing view content, lookalike audiences. I find video view lookalikes to be quite low in quality, and I end up wasting too much money on them. I actually like doing view content lookalike audiences once I get 1,500 view contents. And funny enough, VC lookalikes are my best performing lookalikes. How dropshipping changed your life? So how dropshipping changed my life is I had no GCSEs. I worked in retail. Nobody was going to give me a job that paid a decent salary, so I took it in my own kind of like ownership to do something. I did Ecom, made more than what most people make, so that's pretty much how it changed my life. There's not much more into it. If you do PPE to top 4 countries, the LLA are pretty good. Yeah, LLAs can be good for the top 4 countries, but it's down to you guys how you do things. So how I make my videos is I grab 5 videos from YouTube, Amazon, or Facebook. Then I put them in Final Cut Pro, and then I chop them up and I put transitions and stuff like that. But I got a video talking about how to make video ads on the channel. Go check that out. Have you reached the 7-figure mark? Your content is awesome, man. In revenue, yes, but in profit, no. Now, a lot of gurus will say they've made 7 figures in earnings, but they've not earned that in net profit. That was gross revenue, guys. It's very, very hard to make 7 figures in profit, trust me. It's not impossible, but trust me, a lot of these gurus that say they have, I can promise you now, they're probably all lying. 90 to 80% of them are. So do bear that in mind. Tips on learning CBOs. If you go to my 2020 ad strategy Facebook video, have a look at that video. I literally teach you how to do CBOs the most effective way. So go and just watch that. 20 products across 4 different categories is a good testing strategy. Yeah, it's a good testing strategy because that way you can find the best product in the niche and scale out that way. Thank you, bro. I saw the video of how you make video ads, but maybe you had some insider tips. Dude, to be fair, that video is pretty much just on point. Like, also, I use Final Cut Pro. If you can, if you're on Windows, use Premiere Pro. That's the biggest tip I can give you. And export the video at 1080p or 2K. That's my biggest tip. Are you doing SEO? I do SEO for my branded niche store, and I do SEO for my e-commerce mentoring. And as you can see, if you type in e-commerce mentor into Google, I rank like number 1 or number 2 or number 3. So I do SEO. I'm good at SEO. It's something that I've learned over the last 4 years. Greetings from Germany. Shout out to you guys in Germany. I'm going to Germany in May 2020. I'm going Frankfurt between the 6th and the 7th. So if you're from Frankfurt in Germany, or you're not too far from Frankfurt, I'll be in Germany on the 6th to the 7th. I'm probably going to stop there between the 6th and the 9th. I might stay there a little bit longer depending on how much people are there. Depending on how many people are there to meet. How many students do you have currently? So I currently teach 2 students at the moment. And I only take 3 students on personally a month, because after that I've got no time. How do you tell if a product is saturated? I've gone over that, so if you're you might want to replay the live stream. I've already answered that. How much do you pay yourself versus reinvesting into company? So funny enough, I only pay myself a 20% salary of what I've made. Do you use eProlo for fast shipping? Yes, I do. Now, the reason why I only pay myself a 20% salary is because a lot of the things I can pay with my business money instead of paying myself my income, personal income. So, for example, like buying a house, you can pay that in the business money in the UK. Things like going out and eating, I just spend that on the business. That way, I don't need to use my personal income. Do you prefer Final Cut Pro over Animoto? Yeah, Final Cut Pro is my go-to. I love it. It's so easy to use. It's just, it works like butter on the Macs, because it's obviously made for Macs. And it, like I said, it's just amazing what you can do with it. Video suggestions, Facebook audience network. Are you do auto placements? Is October the 1st a good date to start running influencer ads? Influencer ads depend on the influencer, so you need to ask your influencer what are the best days that they get the best engagement and the best click-through rates on. That's what you need to ask the influencer. Come to Coachella 2020. I like me traveling and meeting is based on me doing public speaking and working with clients. So if I have to teach a client over in New York, because I don't just do dropshipping, I also teach e-commerce business owners who actually have their own products. Who have made their own products, and I do software companies. So if I have to fly to, for example, like New York to teach a business owner or their marketing team for like 2 days, then I'll do meetups. Or if I do public speaking like in Frankfurt in 2020, then I do meetups. But I don't just travel to these places for the sake of it. Welcome to Ireland, brother, anytime. Yeah, it's great you said that, because I think I'm coming to Ireland in the next 2 months, so I'll let you guys know about that. Is $500 enough to begin with Facebook ads? If you know what you're doing and you have Facebook ad knowledge and you're quite good at it, yeah, 500 you can actually do really, really well with it. But if you're new and you don't really know much and you're a beginner, you need at least 750. Would you rather use Facebook or Insta for marketing? I personally do Facebook, because I've got, without being a cocky, ignorant little guy, I've got very good at Facebook. It's hard to explain. It's like riding a bike. I've just got really good at Facebook, understanding metrics and stuff, reading the data. So I just love Facebook because the pixel's my favorite. My borough Frankfurt is far away. Come to, don't even know how you say that. Sorry, I don't even know how you say that. My bad. I meant for Halloween products 1st of October. Yeah, that's fine. But if you're gonna do it at the 1st of October, you've only got a week or 2 to sell. What total budget should I have if I want to be your student and start a store with a low budget? You're going to need to fill out an application form, because it depends on loads of different things. That's why I tell people to fill out an application form, not because for the sake of it. There's a reason why. Is it normal to have a high CPM when your ads are running on CBO? Yeah, I've mentioned this in the ads metric video. So if you look back on my YouTube channel, What Metrics Matter, watch that. It explains everything about metrics. Have you heard of YO Fulfillment? Is it good? Yeah, I've heard of it. I've got a lot of people that use them, but I'm not gonna jump into it yet, because at the end of the day, I don't like being the test dummy anymore. So it's just down to you guys. How to optimize Facebook ads. So Facebook's actually meant to optimize the ads for you as long as you start with the right age, gender and stuff anyway. But if you do auto placements and CBOs, they're going to optimize them yourself. YouTube ads versus Facebook ads, what do you think? Honestly, YouTube ads at the moment are my favorite in terms of just getting things going because they're cheaper and they're cheaper to scale and they're just so fun. Because with Facebook at the moment, because I've been doing Facebook for the last 3 years, like I'm getting really, really bored of just doing Facebook, so I just enjoy doing YouTube. Is CJ Dropshipping the best method to use instead of AliExpress? They don't charge a monthly fee. Yeah, CJ Dropshipping's solid, right? Really, really good. What is your opinion on Product List Genie? Not a fan of it. Not a fan of that kind of stuff personally. Let's have a look what we got. What is your opinion? What's your experience using YouTube influencers? Yeah, I've got a really good experience with YouTube influencers. There's a video on my YouTube channel explaining how to use them too. It's pretty much the same as Instagram influencers, but go watch my YouTube influencer video. Solid video, teach you everything. Can we use review videos in images and Amazon on our Facebook ads? You can, but just make sure that if there's any faces in those videos, you cover them up with an emoji or something, because if you don't, you can get done for copyright. As you configured the shipping options with Shopify, because they are appeared to the shipping options are saturated with fast shoes. Yeah, so with ePerlo, I don't even use them, dude. I hate them. Like at the moment, I hate ePerlo. It's gone from being amazing and shipping times being 5 to 6 days and 5 to 7 days to being horrible because of the saturation. How much do you make on a store on average? Net profit is normally around about 25 to 35%. Congrats on 10k, I appreciate it. Gadgets for my pet, for my pet, don't try that. The customer support is awful. Should we use user reviews before launching the store? How is Luke's? Luke's Reviews is by far my favorite review app, just because the integration with other apps in your website is flawless. Getting reviews from customers on auto is amazing as well. There's a 30-day free trial to Luke's in my e-commerce for Kings group and in the YouTube descriptions. I leave a 30-day free trial. Go to see what you think. Is it normal to have high CPMs when your ads start running? Yes, CPMs really don't mean anything. It's just one of those metric gurus have tried like drilling into people for the sake of it. Do you recommend buying e-commerce courses or enrolling in mentorship programs? Now, this is my opinion, and this is my opinion based on others' opinions as well. Now, courses are good for people if you're a fast learner. You can take information and you can just emphasize on it and you can just go. But if you're somebody that is taking a lot of information on board, you get overwhelmed, you have a lot of questions, you get confused. And again, with courses, because they're so generic as well, it can be very hard to interpret the information. Not really. In my opinion, in the majority of 80% of people, mentorship is by far the best, because one, the mentor is going to teach you on your business, not generic. And you get to speak to them every single time instead of like speaking to yourself and contacting the core support. So by far mentorship. Do you have a big team working with you, like creating YouTube videos, making content for your mentoring, Facebook group management? So I do have a team. I wouldn't say it's a big team. There's about 5 of us at the moment. That's including my ecom stores. I don't have anybody who makes my YouTube videos. I plan my YouTube videos myself. I edit my YouTube videos. I do the descriptions for my YouTube videos. I do everything in terms of YouTube I do myself. The actual mentoring business, I've got 2 business partners that help me out. But apart from that, not really. Perfect brother, will try your link for Luke's. I appreciate it. How old are you? Now, if I tell you guys my age, every time I tell people my age, they drop off their chair. So if somebody can, now here's something for you guys. If somebody can guess my age, I will give them a free theme. Now the theme is a custom theme that my business partner made for debut. If somebody can guess my age, then I will give you the theme for free. It's a custom debut theme. If you get it right, I will give you that theme for free. So if you can guess my age, I'll give it you for free. All right, this is funny. All right, cool. But if you personally already know me, then that doesn't count. So this is funny. This is funny. Oh wow. I'm so happy this is on replay. So nobody's got it yet. So till somebody's got it, I'm not gonna say anything. 27. This is hilarious, man. Oh dear. Look at these comments coming through. Love it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody thinks I'm 41. Do I look that old? Seriously? This is hilarious. Oh, wow. So somebody's got it right. A-Y-Y-E. So this person's got it right. Hold on a second. I don't know how to do it. A-Y-Y with like different writing. E with the A with the apostrophe. O with the bottom apostrophe. So I'm actually 20 years old, guys. So this is gonna make a lot of people think, what the hell? I'm 20 years old, and the guy with the A-Y-Y-E name got it right. I don't know how you even say that. I'm 20 years old. So well done. You won the theme. So just message me through Facebook proving that you're the person that won, and I'll send you that across. But yeah, I'm 20. No. It's not 23, guys. I'm 22-0-20. That's what I'm doing. So congrats. So let's have a look at this. Above 9. I regret finding your channel at 4K. I wish I did 501K because wasted 350 quid from my dad's side. I got a scam, laughed my ass off. I learned some stuff. I learned it. Dude, we learned the hard way. Wow, okay. Oh my God. Bro, are you a Muslim? So I come from a Muslim background. My family are all Muslims, but personally I'm not a practicing Muslim, but I do appreciate the religion. If I was to say I'm a religion, I'd say I'm more of a Muslim than anything, but I'm not a practicing Muslim, no. What? Question marks 24 58. Nice. Oh my God. Holy 20. What the fuck? So young. Whoa 20. It's 21 23. How on earth so young and so genuous? I'm 15. Can't I stop dropshipping at this age? So these are some really good questions. Now that's a good question about being young and starting dropshipping. So I had a student of mine that's made 100K in revenue, done over 100K in revenue. He started at 15 or 16, I think, and he had 20K locked from Shopify, because to use Shopify and PayPal, you have to be 18 years old, unless you've got somebody that can, it's like a two trust thing where two people have to trust you. So as long as you've got like your dad or your mom that's above 18, then you can start at 15, but you need them to represent you. What? I don't believe it. So yeah, guys, I'm 20 years old. I'm born on the 10th of May, 1999. If I show you my driving license, because I know a lot of people don't believe me when I say this, but if you look here, I don't know if you can see this. Don't want to give too much away. You can see there my birthday, I think, but you can see I'm 20 years old. Now, the thing with me is a lot of people say, look, Cam, you're very young. How was you able to like do well at a young age? I started really, really young. I started when I was 15. I started business technically when I was 15. Like I said, I don't come from a wealthy background, so I've always wanted a good amount of money. I've always wanted to have some form of fulfillment. I didn't do well at school. As you can tell, I'm really bad at reading. So that's why I started young. So, yeah. Let's have a look at some of these comments. Lol, it's Greek name, bro. It means... okay, cool. Oh, okay. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to disrespect you or anything. So you started dropshipping when you were 15. I wouldn't say I started dropshipping when I was 15, but I had the idea to start selling products. Now, if you want to know a little bit about me, I started buying and reselling Supreme, Giuseppe Zanotti's, Christine Louboutins, Balenciagas when I was 15. I was 15 and 10 months when I did that. I started buying and reselling, made some good money doing that. I sold to celebrities, I sold to football players. I did really, really, really well. And then I got into dropshipping at around about 16 and 2 months. Ebola is a must. Eberlo's okay. I prefer DS's. Dan, what's up? How much longer do you think dropshipping will be effective? Dropshipping will always be effective, guys. It'll always be effective. It just means that you've got to keep getting better and better. Hey, King, go ahead and give the theme out to someone else that needs it right now. I'm good. Okay, so I'll give the theme out again, but it'll be a question. So if you guys want to win another theme, let me think of a question I can ask you. And if you get it right, I'll give somebody another theme. Bro, I just launched my first ad on a new business manager and the ad account instantly got disabled. What should I do? Dude, you got to be very careful. Before you start running ads, this is a massive tip for everybody. You look at the ad policies and just make sure you follow them. How often do you go on vacation? Dude, this is the crazy thing now. When I tell you guys this... Now, actually, no. I want somebody to guess. Now, this is another way you can win a free theme of the debut theme. Now, somebody's got to guess, since I started business in 2016, well, 2015, 2016, you got to guess how many vacations I've gone on in the time of 2016 to 2019. Now, if somebody can guess how many vacations I've been on, then I'll give that theme to that person. Hey, can I use the theme? Oh, yes. Oh, Say Breezy got it right, man. Yeah, I've been on one, so Say Breezy got it right. Message me through Facebook and I'll get that theme sent to you. I've only been on one. So, guys, crazy enough, I've only been on one vacation since I started. Now, the reason isn't because I can't afford it. I've got more than enough money to go on holidays. It's just because I'm not the kind of guy to go in glitz and glam. I'm not the kind of guy to show off. I'm not the kind of guy... to go and brag. I enjoy my environment. I enjoy my local environment. I enjoy working on my business, and as soon as I go away from my business on holiday, I get upset. So I'm pretty much an ecom geek, guys. So I like staying in my house. I like just grinding ecom. So that's it. Yeah, that's right. I went to Dubai. The first holiday I've been on since then was Dubai. And yeah, you're right. I went to Dubai to celebrate my birthday. You're right. Well done. Now, when I do these like giveaways, guys, it's the first person to get it right that wins, by the way. I want to travel the world, though. I want to travel the world too. Like, I'm going to do it eventually, but I just care too much about my businesses. When you have a business and you really care about your business and you treat it like a business and not a hobby, you treat it like a baby and you just give it your divided attention. Got some questions. What do you like to drink? Now, I'm not a drinker. I don't really drink alcohol. I will drink alcohol on like special occasions like my birthday or a celebration, my dad's birthday or something like that, my anniversary, my partner. And I just drink Peroni, guys. I only drink Peroni. And if I do drink, I only have one bottle of Peroni and that is it. But I do like to drink like Rubicon. I like to drink juices and stuff personally. That's crazy. I want to travel the world. What do you think of drink? When do you do the Halloween interest? Do you use one phrase? So yeah, I do one interest and then I can narrow it down by like for example, let's say I'm selling like a mask. I might do, for example, mask as an interest and then narrow it down by Halloween. Or I might just do one single interest. Are you a Capricorn? Are you a Capricorn? I don't even know what that means. Can you do your ecom business from anywhere? So yeah, if I wanted to, I could run all my businesses from my laptop, which I do at the moment, and go around anywhere in the country and do it. But I just prefer doing it where I am. Do I have to buy another domain name for my Christmas store? Is the domain name important than the business name? Yeah, the domain name is important because it needs to match the business name. Would you run ads for a fan page or a brand page? Yeah, so I would run ads. The company would run ads for fan pages and brand pages. That's right. What are you doing in your free time? So this is a good question. What do I do in my free time? I don't really do much in my free time. I like to spend time with my mom, my dad, and my family kind of guy. Because I come from an Asian background, us Asian in the community, we like to spend time with our family. It's something that we do really appreciate. I like to spend a lot of time with my mom. I like to spend a lot of time with my partner. My partner is probably the person I spend majority of my time with. She owns her own fashion company. Shout out to her company. It's called No Mark Designs. Go follow it on Instagram if you're interested in doing a design company or a fashion company. Follow her on Instagram, the company on Instagram, sorry. That way you can get some inspo. But I spend a lot of time with my partner. We just talk business. We like to go out for food. I'm a foodie. Yeah, we just like to go out for food, watch movies at the cinema. We're going tomorrow to watch a movie. That's pretty much what we like to do. I want to start an Ecom store, but I don't have the capital. What do I do? Dude, best thing to do is go work a job, go make some money, save it, and then invest it. I have listed my products in Pillow, so I'm now hearing all of these bad reviews. Is it possible to change them? Yes, what you need to do is you need to delete them and import them with a different company like DES's. Do you have any regrets? So the biggest regret in my life, honestly, is listening to people, letting people's opinions make decisions in my life. Now, there's something that one of my mentors said to me is, if you buy into somebody's opinion, you buy into their lifestyle. And what I used to do is I like to buy into people's opinions too much, and then eventually my life turned out to their opinion. So the key is just do what you want, don't care what people say, and just do what makes you happy, seriously. Did your family and friends support you? My friends, honestly, the friends that I did have, and look, I've got nothing against my old friends. We had some great times together. We did a lot of funny things, but my friends that I did have, I've not spoke to them for the last like 2-3 years, guys. I've not seen them in the last 2-3 years. So honestly, I don't have any friends at the moment, and it sounds sad, but I really don't have any friends. My friends didn't support me. They all pretty much laughed. To be honest, if me being honest, they didn't support me. They laughed at me, said it would never work. My mom and dad didn't think it would work for me. My brother especially didn't think it would work. What should be the ideal size for a CBO ad? You should be around about 2 to 30 million. Do you have pets? Yes, I do have pets. You should be able to see if I move my chair. I've got one there if you can see him, and then I've got one in the duvet. I've got a King Charles Cavalier and I've got a Dachshund. Have you ever thought about moving to Monaco, etc., to lower taxes or whatever? Not really, no. You emailed to ask whether you can be my mentor. I never got an answer. Can be my mentor. So what you need to do is you need to email me your application form, and then I can just go over that again. Just message you on Facebook. I'll get back to you guys in the morning because it's late here. I'm going to end the live stream in the next 20 minutes because it's late over here. And I'm releasing a video, guys, Saturday, top 30 products for October, and they're all going to be Christmas gift products, so do check that one out. How do you earn money in the UK without the internet? Like in America, you can now lawn, but you can't do that in the UK. Get a job or be a freelancer. What do you think is the best social media platform to run ads on right now if you've got a small budget? YouTube by far. I applied for the mentorship from you but never got an answer. Again, like I said, just message me with your application form and I'll go over it. I'm afraid of selling mid-ticket products. I mean banning from payment providers. Any suggestions? That's never been a problem. What is your favourite show? My favourite show at the moment is Peaky Blinders. That is a great TV show. I love it. Series 5 just finished and I'm just so excited for Series 6. Great job. Yes, bro. How much should I save up? 1 to 2k because I'd love to apply for your mentorship. I reckon 3k. Honestly, you need a good amount of money for the mentorship because in the mentorship, we spend a lot of money on advertising, so you're going to need a good amount of money anyway. What's the average number after testing to find winning products from your experience and your students' experience? It's around about 1 to 10 products it can be to find winners. Me too, my friends were low-key haters. Dude, my friends weren't even low-key haters, they were just straight up haters. How do you spell your parents' company if I'm interested in opening a fashion line? So it's not my my partner's company is called Nomarch, Nomarch. Let me put it on the screen. Go follow her. Go follow the company. I don't even know why I keep saying her. Let me get it up for you. Bear me 1 second. Let me get it up. So that's the company. Go follow it. Also, if you guys want to win, the if you guys want to win the theme again, all you need to do, I'm going to give somebody the chance to win the theme. All you need to do is follow the e-commerce mentoring Instagram page. Now just type in e-commerce mentoring into Instagram. If you go and follow it, I'll go pick somebody out of the followers and I'll message them on Instagram myself and I'll send you the theme. So go and follow Instagram, e-commerce mentoring on Instagram, and out of the people that follow the page, I'll pick somebody and then I'll just message you through DM giving you the theme. If you don't know what the page looks like, it's that one there. I thought I'd give you guys another chance to win a theme, and the Instagram page needs to grow, so I thought it would be that a good way to do it. Have a look. You seem very down to ground. Yeah, I'm very, very down to ground at the end of the day. I come from a humble background. I'm not going to say much more about my background. I've gone through a lot of stuff in my life, so I just keep my feet on the floor. How do you manage your time daily to make videos, product research, personal life, sports? I get this question all the time. People say, Cam, how do you even live a life? It's like you're a robot. Like you're able to do everything. Literally, I've got an iPad. I've got the iPad pencil. I just note down my day. I always plan for the day ahead. So tonight I'll plan for tomorrow, and I'll break it down into intervals. Every hour break, and do things. And I always start with the most important things, and I finish with the least important things. Yeah, I spent weight. So when I started last year, like really grinding ecom, like last year was like my biggest grinding year. Like I spent no time with family, no time with anybody, and it was like a really dark path in my life, because honestly last year actually got me quite depressed. Like I suffer from depression anyway, back from like even before ecom. I've gone through a lot of stuff in my life that's given me depression. I wouldn't say I'm like super depressed now, but I do get like what's the word? I get like what's the word? I forgot the word. I do get episodes now and again, but last year put me through a lot, man. Like I grinded like a lot, and it got to me a lot. It took me away from my family, my partner, and it put me through a dark path. Yeah, Peaky Blinders is great, man. I love Peaky Blinders. It's great. What do you think is the best to sell on Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Gadgets, pet products, and gift products are the best. What is the best way to advertise your product on YouTube? YouTube ads, YouTube video ads, dude, that's the best way. Hey man, I love your content. Planning to join the coaching soon. Is there a solid free traffic method or way to get 3 to 5k per month using social media? So I'm making a blog at the moment on free traffic. I've also got 2 videos about free traffic. Go watch them, they'll help you. What is the minimum need to invest into mentorship from you, since you asked that question on the application? Now, based on the application, it's based on what money you've got for the ads in the market and your website, but you need at least $1,000, dude. Seriously, DMT will cure your depression. I don't even know what DMT means. Sorry. How much ad set within a CBO is ideal? You need at least 5 to 10 anxious. Yeah. So yeah, it's like I said, it's an episode. But that's another good word. DMT, I want to do it. Is there mushroom should do? We are here for you, bro, like you are for us. Thank you, I appreciate it. Any advice? I live in the UK. Yeah, so the best advice I can give you for the UK is just, as anybody, just keep going, dude. The UK is one of the best countries to do a business in. The economy in the UK, although it's a mess with Brexit, it's still quite good. So just crush it out, to be honest with you. Situational depression, yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things. How much do I need to study dropshipping a day? You need around about 1 to 3 hours. You need around about 1 to 3 hours a day to really do dropshipping. 1 to 3 hours a day. Can you give away a free mentor session? So I will probably do another 15-minute consultation call for free soon. Would you recommend to use Fiverr, YouTube, IG to buy product videos? Yeah, if you want the person that I use, if I'm too busy and I can't make my own product videos, if you want the person that I use, message me and I'll give you the link to the person that I used. Okay, thank you for the analogy and the abbreviation of the word. I appreciate it. Followed your page, my bro. How do you get good shipping times nowadays? Again, you have to do something called dropshipping agents or fulfillment centers. You can use things like Silk Road or Perla, but it's risky. Where do you select my demographic expect Google Trends? Where do I select my demographic expect Google Trends? I don't get the question, sorry. Maybe DMT is weed, but don't do it. Do exercise. I don't do any drugs. Never touch a drug in my life. Don't intend to. Never will. I do exercise. I always go for a morning run, and that helps a lot. I've got 10K ready to go. What should I do to get good return? The key is honestly, BL. I don't know if that's like if that's a letter per your name, surname and last name. Sorry, first name and last name. What you need to do is you need to invest into your learning, because I know people that have lost $27,000 because they have a lot of money but they don't know what they're doing with it. Invest that money into a course or something or a mentor, then use a lot of it in ad spend. How much one should have for Facebook ads to work with you or not your charge? You need a good amount of money, dude. I'm not going to say any numbers. You need a good amount of money. Awesome, yo, Shine. What your net worth? I don't need I don't need to be talking about my net worth. I think you could find my net worth around about 3 months ago on Google, but I got it taken down. I contacted Google. I didn't want it on there. I don't think you can find it again, but I'm not going to be talking about my net worth. Can I get into your mentoring program? I have it 3K saved. So Mike Thomas, go apply for my mentoring. Go apply for the mentoring program on the e-commerce mentoring website. That way we can approve your application if we need. But Mike, go and do that, and we'll apply to your application in the morning. Do you have one product store Yeah, I do have one product store. I have a one product branded store, so I do. DMT commitment must have been someone who listens to Joe Rogan podcast. Ha ha ha. His podcast is all right, you know. Do you plan to start ecom business? Yeah. Who is your mentor? Who is my mentor? My first ever mentor was a guy called Ashley Walker. He was a great guy, man. He put me through a lot of things that made me the person I am today. So, can't be happier. How many stores do you currently have? I have 3. How many stores you currently do? 3. Will you do real estate in the future? Yes, I will. You sleep so late. It's nearly 11:30. I don't normally sleep late. It's funny you say that, because I normally go to bed at around about 10 to 10:30, and my partner always calls me a granddad because I go to bed so early. But because I did the live stream today, look, I've got a lot of energy, to be honest with you. I don't get your net worth issue is unnecessary at this stage, though. Your net worth issue is unnecessary at this stage, though. Like I said, my net worth was on Google at one point, but I got it taken down because I don't want it on there, because I don't want to have people knowing that kind of information. It's not that I'm embarrassed, but I'm too humble to have that kind of stuff on Google. I've got a Shopify store, but Facebook always disables my account. Any advice? Make sure that your website's compliant with Facebook. How often do you do this? I don't get what you mean. Your students really have made $8 million. What's your next holiday destination? So in total revenue, we've got students at the moment in total that have done 8 million. I'm on about not one student, I'm in about in total. We've had 8 million in revenue from students. What's your next holiday destination? I think we're going to go New York next. I think I'm going New York either in the next month or New York in February time or summertime. But I want to go New York next because there's a lot I need to do out there. There was a 2-week-old video about Facebook bans. Do you like creams cafe? Don't even know what that is. Don't even know what that is. I do like coffee though. How much for coach with you? Again, apply for the mentorship. It's in the description and it's also in the pinned comments. Do you recommend selling unbranded products in 20? Yes, I do recommend it highly. Let's have a look what we got. I've sent another application. I'll look at everything in the morning, guys, because I'm going to end this live stream in the next like 10 minutes because I need to go to bed. All right, bro. Thanks for the information. Love value from you. Good night and congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good night. See you guys. See Jonathan soon. Can Twitter be used as a way to advertise? Yeah, Twitter was really, really good in 2018 and 2017, but now I think it's not as good, to be honest with you. What is your store? I'm thinking I'm going to start a Shopify store. What do you recommend I do? Facebook ads? What kind of advertising? When I started back when I was 15, I actually learned SEO first because I couldn't afford to do paid ads. Are you doing franchise business such as Domino's? No, I'm not doing anything like that. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Will you give seminars in Belgium? Well, as long as I can get somebody to reach out to me and get me to do... as long as I can get people that want me to speak at their events in different parts of the world, I'm more than happy to do it. And I do public speaking for free. As long as that somebody wants me to do it in that area, then I'm more than happy to do it. Let's have a look. I'm in the US, and what's the best way to handle international shipping costs? Best way to handle international... I don't get what you mean by international shipping costs because you should be doing e-packet if you're not already. In the US, the only market to test. Thanks for all the great answers to our questions. I appreciate staying up with us, talking us. Thank you for the appreciation. I appreciate it. What's your store? Hold on a sec. What's the best platform for newbies, dropshipping to run their ads apart from Facebook? YouTube by far. Do you support Boris Johnson? I'm not even going to say anything. I don't even want to get into Brexit. Do you recommend general store or niche? General Christmas store for Q4. So guys, I'm going to wrap the live stream up in a minute. Do you consider doing Amazon FBA? I've got a blog coming out in the next 2 or 3 days about Amazon FBA, eBay dropshipping as well. So go to e-commerce mentoring, subscribe to the blog. If you go on the blog, you can put your email in and you'll get alerted when that blog comes out. Night bro, all the best. Keep it up. What's your store main currency? US dollars, but then I've got best currency converter that changes it. Or best research. So guys, let me know your last questions. I'm pretty much going to get off in a minute because I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow. What does Brexit mean for dropshipping? Brexit don't really mean that much really for dropshipping unless you're doing UK dropshipping where you're doing it all inside the UK in terms of your supplies in the UK. That might affect it. I don't do cryptocurrency, by the way. I'm never going to sell a course. Like, guys, seriously, I'm not going to sell a course. Like, you can hold me to this. I'm not going to sell a course. You can hold me to it. And if I do sell a course, I'm going to sell it for about $50. And that's if I ever do. But trust me, hold me to this. I'm not going to sell a course. Seriously, I'm not going to sell a course. Like I said, mentoring is what is the best way of learning. So... like I said, I'm just going to take the mentoring company to the biggest I can get it. What's your ethnicity? So I'm half British and half Pakistani. Which countries to sell to as a beginner? Top 5 or e-packet, depending on which one you want to do. How much do you charge for one-on coaching? So my consulting prices for consulting is on the... if you go to the website e-commerce mentoring, then it has it all on there. in terms of pricing for consulting, and you can do a one hour call. The prices are on there. But if you want mentorship for a month or longer, then you have to fill out an application form. Then the prices will be discussed. You are the only mentor that I want. I appreciate it. Yes, I need one-on-one, 2 vacations. I've got money for it. Called shout. Go and apply for the mentorship on the website e-commerce mentoring. That, you know what? I'm just gonna put it in the chat again. Hold on. There's the link to apply for the mentoring, guys. Go ahead and do it if you want to do it. And that's pretty much what I'm going to finish it off at. If you guys want mentoring, you want somebody to guide you one-to-one on a long-term basis, then I recommend applying for the mentoring, and I've left it in there for you guys. Okay. But I'm pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. I'm trying to think of anything that I can do to help you guys for the last few minutes. What can I do? All right, what I'll do is, I'm trying to think of something else that I can do. I don't even know. I don't even know what I can do for like as a last giveaway kind of thing. Yeah, so the one-on-one call is in English, unless you can get somebody to translate it that you know is as a friend for you. It's up to you. I'm trying to think of what I can do as like a last giveaway before I go bed. But about the e-commerce Instagram winner, I'll pick that in the morning once we get a few people following, and I'll just message somebody directly about it. How often do you live stream? I'm going to start live streaming a lot more now because the YouTube channel's grown. We've got a community. We've got a loyal community. I'm going to start doing live streams a lot more often. Maybe once every few months. But yeah. So it took me 10 products to find one that did well. So there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How can we help you? There's not much money. Honestly, guys, if you want to help me, I don't ask for anything in terms of money. I don't want money. If you can help me, all I need is if you guys could help me grow the channel, whether it be sharing it with your friends or whether it be sharing it with somebody that you think could benefit from the channel. That's literally all I'm asking for. That is it. How can we help you? Hey, bros, filled mine out just now. Yeah, I think I've got a load of applications just gone through, so I'll have a look at those in the morning, guys, unless one of my business partners gets to it before me. But guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Thank you to everybody that that took their time out today to come to the live stream and comment and engage. I really do appreciate it. The next video that I'm going to be releasing is going to be the top 30 products for October, and they're all going to be gift products because in Q4 it's all about selling products that can be good as gifts because of Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So that is something that I'm going to be doing next, and that's going to be released on Saturday at 2:30 GMT London time. Bear that in mind, which I think is about 9 a.m. Eastern time, but that's what the video is going to be. Also, I want to just say a massive thank you to everybody that got us to 10K, guys. We got there really, really, really fast. I can't thank you guys enough for helping me get to 10K in a short period of time. And the next one is 50K. If we can get there for 50K, that'll be absolutely mind-blowing. But like I said, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Thank you very much for your time.